I want to talk about today is the feminine energy. I, we're going through a time now where we're going to see women act. To some people, it's going to act like we're acting different. But what's happening is women coming into who they naturally are. Who we coming into who we were created to be. Because woman, the feminine energy has been suppressed in this realm. The maximum, the masculine energy has overpowered the feminine energy, and the masculine energy has been dominant in this 3D matrix. And if you understand nature, everything has to be in balance. If the thing is not in balance, anything that's not in balance gonna be destroyed. It has to be balance. And this is not against the masculine energy, but when we're both operating in balance, you know the power that is. So if you notice now, the powers that be are something know that is coming when um and it's not that, let me clarify that it's not that the masculine energy has been in balance. It's just that it's been more dominant than the feminine energy. Um, the the feminine energy was told to give all its power and worry about the masculine energy. That the masculine energy is operating on small some cases is operating in who they naturally are. Women, the men are operating as who they naturally are. We are not operating as who we naturally are, because the in that um we dress let's just say that we try more to please that masculine energy, other than finding our true self. And so, because then we're over sexualized, um we're putting on, and we were forced to putting on. Some of us has to wear both hats. We have to be wearing the masculine energy hat, and we have to wearing or feminine energy adds weight. So many things, and for each individual, it's gonna be different, the way this energy is coming in, because we're connected. The problem is, while this is happening, we're connected to the earth. We're connected to Mother Earth, and Mother Earth is, we're all are, but the women are mostly. This is a feminine realm, and Mother Earth is rising, and the woman has to rise too. So people gonna think women are acting differently, but we're not. We're just operating as who we naturally are. We're not supposed to be. We I know the creation story tell us God made Adam a helpmate. No, no, no. Everything has to be in balance. It's not a helpmate. It's not a helpmate. We are created to, the feminine, the woman are created to have special responsibility, to make the best homes, and communities have that's our job. It's our job to support our men in their decisions, and whatever they do. It's our job to create the best homes, and it's our jobs to create the best communities. The man is there for protection. The man is there to work in um, their logical way of thinking, and we are there to be like, to expand their mind. That's what support is. In our Not that men aren't created to think spiritual, but women more are created more to think spiritual, to show the masculine aspect. Be like, oh, what about so and so? What about so and so? And that's why the woman created to listen. I don't know, I don't feel that job you're going. I don't feel that direction you're going into. It's not vibing in my spirit. There's something about it. That's support. That's not support. It's not going out and working. Nothing's wrong with the way we work or whatever, but because we have to go out and work, and the men has to go out and work. It just takes us out of who we naturally are. So we're going back to the place where money is gonna be a thing of the past. I really think this fiat currency is gonna die. This way we work right now is the way we work for money, it's gonna be a thing in the past. I think going forward, it's gonna be based on our creativity and all that. So we were taught. So the men tend to the masculine tend to sometimes go over into the feminine, and the feminine go over in the masculine. That's not nature. That's not nature. We each have a role, and that role is, it's the man. It's their job to go out there and run in the corporations and the businesses and come home to a family. But it's not, the aspect of that is they're because their intuition, and they're not as spiritual. They are spiritual, but they're not as connected to this realm spiritually as the women are. Women are very sensitive. Let's say they're less sensitive to the spiritual aspect of things. And studies has been done. This is not me to show that men are not as sensitive to the spiritual realm as we are. That's why a woman can wake up and be like, oh, don't go to work today. Or, oh, and you come home and you tell your spouse idea, and they can say, but what about, so something don't feel right. And that's the natural order of things. And that's why they had witch trials back in the day. They were burning the women because women were highly spiritual. So in order to create this this patriarchal society, they had to burn witches and get rid of all the women, and not get rid, but dumb down the woman and let the woman think it's the men is the head. They're probably the head. But the Bible tell us, like, listen, the head, even the head and the fingers, it's the same. If one part, it's one body. The head is part of the body, the neck is part of the body, and the toe is part of the body. And if one aspect of us hurts, everywhere hurts. So it's the rise of the feminine energy. So we're going to see women just operating differently. Most women. We see, I look at the younger society now, and they're coming in. they're coming in with, oh, money, the physical things, all that's gonna change. Oh, the man has to give me this. That's not nature. That's not nature. Over sexualized, your clothes have to be certain way. That's not what attract. We're going into a time where that's not gonna be attraction anymore. That's not going to be attraction. A woman's going to be attracted to a man when he's in his masculinity, when he's dominating. That just like the animal kingdom, when he's dominating in his masculinity, it's not going to be seen as he's too much. That's how men are. That's how men are. And a woman's gonna be attractive when she's dominating in the feminine, in her femininity. She's supporting, she's helping others, she's creating communities, she's bringing people together, she's supporting, and support for our masculine men is giving ideas. If he wants to take it, fine. Feel free to have an input, be interested in the work that they do. So yes, we're going into a time where where the feminine aspect is just growing into what they came here to do, to be supportive, to be the spiritual anchors of this realm, and not here to be slave to anyone, not be here to be less than anyone, but to be equals. And the masculine and the feminine has to be allowed to work in equilibrium. All right, so be blessed, everyone.